Welcome to the awards program for the top 20 of the class of 2020, our first ever virtual awards ceremony for these individuals. I want to start off by recognizing these top 20, or in this case, 21 students who have earned this award by being the top students academically in their class through having the highest GPAs. I want to congratulate them for their outstanding efforts that they've done throughout their career, the rigorous courses that they have taken, and the high achievement that they have achieved through their efforts. Secondly, I want to congratulate their family members who have been a part of this journey along the way, for their parents, their siblings, their grandparents, aunts and uncles, etc., who have made such an impact on these students and their lives, and who have been there to support and encourage them along this journey. Lastly, I want to congratulate and recognize our outstanding educators that are being honored this evening. It's a joy to be able to work with such amazing educators in our school and our school corporation who are making an impact for our students each and every day. So congratulations to our students, their parents and family, and for our honored teachers. And now, without further ado, here is the top 20 of the class of 2020.
Hello, my name is Peyton Bachelor. Obviously, in these hard times, the circumstances of our Top 20 banquet have changed. However, this does not mean we can't make it just as special. I know that I still have the support of my teachers, the administration, and my family. First, I would like to thank my parents. Throughout my life, they have always pushed me to do my best, work hard, and be kind. The work ethic and determination they have instilled in me will stay with me the rest of my life. My parents have always been supportive and helpful with everything that I do, and without them, I would not be where I am today. They have sacrificed and given me so much, so I hope I can truly repay them someday. I also want to thank my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Pritchard, who has had a lasting impact on me. Mrs. Pritchard is a kind and caring person who not only taught us, but had fun with us. I am very grateful for the close bond that Mrs. Pritchard and I developed in my 5th grade year. The last person I want to thank is my cross-country coach, Adam Hook. My junior year, I decided to try cross-country as my main sport, rather than basketball. Being new, I wasn't sure how I would perform in cross-country, but Coach Hook believed in me and pushed me to my best potential. He was always there, giving me encouragement in practice and in meets, which helped me to keep working hard. I am thankful for his faith in me and for his support. He is someone that I can trust and count on to be there for me, whether it is a physical challenge, an important decision, or just to talk as a friend. Finally, I want to thank Mooresville High School and the administration for recognizing all of the top 2020 graduates and for their continued support.
Hello, my name is Brandon Boot, and I will be a top 20 graduate in the class of 2020. I would first like to thank my parents, Kevin and Lisa Boot, for their hard work and tremendous support towards me over these 18 years so far. It's been amazing knowing that I can have 2 reliable parents who always love me and will always count on me through everything, and they've done a great job supporting me through my education. I'd also like to thank the Mooresville staff and the teachers and everyone else who's been involved with me. They've done a great job leading me to where I need to be to get to this position, especially Mrs. Nita Brock from Mooresville Christian Academy and Mrs. Alicia Richart from Mooresville High School. These women have both inspired me to be the best that I can be academically and have motivated me to be the best that I can be in my future endeavors. Thank you, Mooresville Pioneers, for a great 4 years. Go Blue.
Hi, my name is Olivia Primack, and I am so honored to be a part of the top 20. This is something I know we all have worked very hard for, and we should all be very proud. With that being said, I would like to thank those who have pushed me to become who I am today. First off, I would like to thank my dad for always encouraging me to do better in everything I do. He has always been there for me, and without him, I would have never thought I could accomplish all that I have. Next, I would like to thank my mom for always being there as a shoulder to lean on. The nights where I'd be up late studying or stressing about something, she was always there to help me and relieve some of that pressure. She's always one to talk me through tough situations, and I am forever grateful for that. Next, I would like to thank my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Andrews. I remember once she taught me not to stir stink stew. Little did she know, her words then kept me guided and focused on what really matters now. I will continue to remind myself on the daily to not stir stink stew. Lastly, I would like to thank my track coach, Mr. Stevenson. He taught me mental toughness not only on the track, but in life as well. I will forever carry his many wise words and sarcastic comments with me as I continue to grow and face new challenges. Once again, I am so blessed and honored to be a part of this group of people. Although I am sad to see this chapter of our lives end on such crazy circumstances, I'm excited to see what is in store for our futures.
Hi, my name is Angie Broome. To start off, I would like to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my stepmom, and my stepdad. I know that without all of the love, support, and guidance that they've given me through everything, that I wouldn't be where I am today. Next, I would like to thank my middle school English teacher, Mr. Gamble. Although I remember some of the books and lessons that he taught us, what I remember most from his class is the things he taught us about life and how to be the best person that we can be. Next, I would like to thank my high school AP biology teacher, Mrs. Woodson. Not only did she make me realize that biology is what I wanted to study in college, but she also provided a safe and exciting learning environment for all of her students. I would like to thank all of these people for helping me get where I am today and grow into the person that I am.
Hello, my name is Alice Brennan. Throughout this journey, I've been blessed to have some incredible teachers. I would attribute my love for learning and desire to one day teach to those outstanding educators. Two teachers who made the strongest and most memorable impact on my life are Mr. Jeremy Ogden, my 6th grade math teacher at Plainfield Community Middle School, and Mr. Stan Schaefer, my PLTW teacher for the past 3 years. Mr. Ogden and Mr. Schaefer's hands-on teaching styles resulted in constant engagement. They also value building relationships with their students. I look forward to their classes each and every day. They challenged me to do my best, think deeper, and problem solve. They taught me the value of perseverance. I will never forget the lessons, skills, and experiences I acquired as a student in their classrooms. To my parents, there are not enough words to express how blessed I feel to be your daughter. Thank you for supporting and guiding me along both my educational and personal journeys. Thank you for instilling such strong morals and values in me. You encouraged me to make decisions, which allowed me to stay true to myself and my beliefs. Most importantly, by walking boldly in your faith, you inspire me to become the woman God created me to be. I'm forever grateful for those who have taken the time to educate me throughout this journey. Thank you.
I'm Madison Carter, and I want to thank my parents for teaching me to work hard for what I want. I also would like to thank Mrs. Tyann Gillum and Ms. Sharon Eichhoff for teaching me and showing me what great teachers are. They have been such amazing teachers and mentors for me the last few years. They have shown me what it means to truly care about students, not only in the classroom, but in life. They have inspired me and led me to want to do the same for others in the future. Without teachers and role models like these, I would not be in this position today. I am truly grateful for everything they have taught me in and out of the classroom.
Hi, I'm Carly Even. I would first like to begin by thanking my parents. They have ultimately pushed me to be the best version of myself. Because of their encouragement over the years, I was able to make this goal of being in the top 20 a reality. Beginning in elementary school, all of my teachers were very supportive and encouraging. However, there was always one who would never let me give less than my best. I truly believe Mrs. Durrett is the reason why I have such high expectations for myself. She knew what I was capable of and never accepted less than that. Thank you for going above and beyond and truly seeing my full potential. Music has always had an immense impact in my life, and being able to share it with Mr. Dameron for 4 years is extremely special. Over time, Mr. Dameron has shown me to never settle. He's truly pushed me to always do my absolute best and has shown me that I can always strive for more. Thank you for putting so much time and effort in for all of my high school career. I would also like to thank the administration for recognizing all of the hard work students at Mooresville High School have accomplished during the last 4 years. Thank you.
on the first plateau, ready to walk away and achieve success in my own destiny, I feel it is a matter of respect and duty that I thank anyone who helped me along the way, big or small. Of course, as with my own beginning, I must thank my parents, whose ever-persisting encouragement and to some extent excessive nagging and harassment spurred me into the man I am today. As my own man, my accomplishments are my own, but as my parents, my success will always be their success, and I will always remember the hours of sacrifice, unrelenting support, and everlasting faith I was entrusted to by my parents. I must also take the time to thank my siblings, whose constant success rivals me to my own, my sister Hannah, who has saved my English grade for my horrendous first draft several times, and my younger sister Karis, whose wacky personality and humor spurs me to action. I now would also like to thank Miss Gilly, who not only educated me in history, but also everything under the sun, ranging from geopolitics, business ventures, stock advice, how to dominate a conversation, and also acted as a shining example of success and intelligence that everyone should strive for. Whose virtual, infinite, and wacky stories I strive to one day one-up, or at least recreate, if only for the privilege of becoming half as interesting a storyteller as her. And whose unwillingness to accept anybody's BS I strive to achieve. I would also like to thank Miss Whitty, who set me up on the right trail, making me focus on schoolwork despite the fact my still 4 best friends were in the class with me.
Hi, my name is Sam Henderson. First off, I'd like to thank my parents for making so many sacrifices to give me the best life possible. They're the reason I've had success in school and other parts of life, because they raised me to work hard every day. My parents have always been there for me and made sure I've had everything I've ever needed, and I can't thank them enough for that. Next, I'd like to thank the teachers that would be here with me for this speech, if not for the unfortunate situation that we are in. I want to thank Mr. Mikesell for having a huge impact on my life as my teacher and coach. He's always been accepting to every student and member of the team, including me. I can't thank him enough for giving me advice with everything from school to wrestling to turkey hunting. He and Mrs. Mikesell have been a tremendous help in everything since they came to Mooresville. Last, I'd like to thank Mrs. Elliott for being a positive influence on my life when I was young in elementary school. She was always patient with me and allowed me to be my best self, which I believe has helped me to do my best in school and other activities in my life today. I would not be the person I am today without the people I've previously mentioned. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Harrell. I'd like to start this by thanking the school corporation for putting this together and to acknowledge our academic successes in such a time of hardship and concern around the world. Next, I would like to give thanks to the many people that personally helped me in my journey through school. To my parents, I thank you for creating a quiet and supportive environment and always being there if I ever needed any help. I would also like to give thanks to many of my teachers, including Mr. Flater and Mr. Underwood. You guys have played a big role in coaching me through my learning process and molding me into the hard worker I am today. Finally, I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Schaefer. Without you, I would have not been this inspired to go into the field of engineering, already have a great internship as a mechanical engineer, or even being able to attend IUPUI in the fall. So once again, I give thanks because if it wasn't for these people and so many more, I would not have been the hard worker and determined worker and man I am today.
Hi, I'm Kaylen Johnson, and I would just like to start by thanking all of my teachers because I couldn't have gotten this far without all of them, but specifically I would like to thank Mrs. Smart, who was my gym teacher in elementary school, because, well, honestly, I hated her class because I'm the type of person who, if I'm not good at something, I just don't want to do it, and I'm really not good at gym, but she taught me to keep doing the things that I love even if I'm bad at them, and she taught me to persevere, and I feel like that's something that will last me an entire lifetime, so I'm really grateful for that. And I'd also like to thank Mrs. Berger, who's my teacher this year, for teaching me to care about the things that I need to work hard for and to enjoy everything that I do. Finally, I'm running out of time, but I would like to thank my parents for just being there for me all the time, and I love them so much.
Hi, my name's Ellie Key, and first off, I would like to thank my mom and my grandparents for always supporting me and always believing in me. They've given me the confidence to reach for my goals and to believe in myself. Next, I would like to thank Miss Carlisle, who was my 3rd grade teacher at North Madison Elementary. Not only was she an amazing teacher who always knew how to have fun, she was also there for me at one of the hardest points in my life and cared deeply for me and my family. She showed me what caring for people looked like at such a young age that I've been greatly impacted by that since. Next, I would like to thank Miss Goebel. Miss Goebel is obviously an amazing educator who pushes all of her students to be the best writers they can and to learn as much as they can. But beyond that, Miss Goebel has always been a teacher that I know that I can go to for anything, and I can tell anything, and I can fully trust her. She's also one of the most compassionate people that I've ever met, and I tried to imitate her compassion in all aspects of my life. So in conclusion, I would just like to thank all of these people for impacting my life greatly.
Hello, my name is Reka Kunz, and I would like to start out my top 20 speech by thanking Miss Sonia Cox, my 6th grade teacher at Waverly Elementary, because 6th grade was my first year at Mooresville, and she made it more fun than I could ever ask for, and it was one of the greatest years of my life, and I cannot thank her enough for that, and I miss her so much for that. Next, I would like to thank Miss Valerie Summerlot, because she was the one teacher at MHS that I could consistently go to for help. She always believed in me, and she was always there for me when I needed her the most, and she showed me how the arts just made everything in my life so much better. And lastly, I would like to thank my parents, because they have been there for me through all the hardships that I've endured, and they have always been there for me when I needed them the most, and they've always supported me, and I just love them so much for that.
Hi, my name is Abbie Moore, proud graduate of the class of 2020. It has been an absolute honor to graduate in the top 20 with these other hardworking, intelligent individuals. I would like to begin by thanking all the MHS teachers and administrators that have worked tirelessly to make our education the best they can give us. I want to begin by thanking Mrs. Ball for being an amazing teacher, coach, and a friend. I have had her for a business class, had her as a softball coach, always supporting and cheering me on, and as a teacher in Business Professionals of America. I want to thank my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Thomas from North Madison Elementary, for being so kind, helpful, and caring. In 4th grade, we had changed to Pearson Math, and I had had the first C I'd ever gotten, and she took extra time to work with me and help me understand. I still really appreciate it. Then I would like to thank my parents, Jerry and Angela Moore, for being the most incredible, loving parents I could have ever had and I can possibly look up to. They have been amazingly supportive and are always pushing me to do my best. I'm incredibly sad that our high school journey has ended this way, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us after MHS and while I move forward to Franklin College. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexis Peaslee, and I would like to start by thanking Mr. Wilburn, who was my history teacher freshman year. And he taught me to always believe in myself, and even though history was my least favorite class, it was my favorite class because Mr. Wilburn would always come and watch all of my speeches in Miss Caston's class. And one time I gave a speech on how to make a grilled cheese and I forgot the cheese, so he went and found it for me so that I wouldn't fail. And I would also like to thank Mr. Yoder because in middle school, every time he saw that I was having a bad day, he would make a joke about my brother to make me laugh and cheer me up. And lastly, I'd like to thank my parents because they always did everything that they could to support me, and anything that I needed to be successful, they were always there to provide it for me, and they encouraged me to get the good grades to be here.
Hi, I'm Dixon Ramey, and welcome to the Top 20 Banquet. I want to start by thanking my parents, Kevin and Jennifer Ramey, for all that they do for me, for providing for me and motivating me to do my best in school. I appreciate both of you more than anything. Next, I want to thank all the teachers I've had at MHS. Special thanks to Mrs. Blackwell and Mr. Brewer. Mrs. Blackwell, thank you for being one of the best math teachers I've ever had, one of the best teachers in general, one of the best people I've ever met, and thank you for allowing your students to talk to you about more than education. That means a lot. Coach Brewer, thank you for being my first high school class. for being one of the best basketball coaches I've ever had, and for always asking me how my academics were going. That means a lot, so I'll miss both of you dearly. To my fellow top 20 graduates, thank you, and I can't wait to see all the great things you'll do in the future. And to Dr. Disney, thank you for making sure that this year's seniors have somewhat of a normal end to their year. So, thank you.
Good afternoon. I would like to start off by thanking the administration for doing everything they can for us students during these uncertain times. As a senior, I greatly appreciate still being recognized for my accomplishments. Growing up, I never really knew what the top 20 was, I just knew I wanted to be a part of it. I truly believe that would not have been capable if it wasn't for the amazing teachers I've had throughout my years at MHS. I would like to personally thank 2 teachers that have had a lasting impact on my educational career. Mrs. Vinger, my 6th grade teacher, and Mrs. Robinson, my high school Spanish teacher. These 2 ladies were able to challenge me in ways that allowed me to grow as a student. Mrs. Vinger taught me more than just math basics or spelling. She taught me how to be kind and genuine to others. I always enjoyed seeing her outside of school because she would radiate that same kindness towards me. I got the pleasure of having Miss Robinson 2 times throughout my high school career, and while Spanish was never my main interest or strength, she always made sure I stayed interested and successful within her classroom. And while the words, "Reynolds, are you awake back there?" became very familiar to the both of us, I always appreciated them because I knew she was saying them out of desire for me to succeed. Her humor and ability to nurture her students always kept me going, so thank you to those 2 women. I would next like to thank my parents. Although they could never quite help me with my AP Calc math problems, I knew I still had their love and support. They never pressured me into getting good grades or scores, and they always let me know it was okay to take a break every once in a while. While many nights they would barely see me due to sports and homework, they never forced me to choose one over the other or complained about it, and for that I am very thankful. Lastly, I would like to say a short but sincere thank you to all of my classmates today. Having others surround me that were as driven and hardworking, if not more, was always something I appreciated. It kept me on the right route that led me to where I am today. We struggled, laughed, learned, and succeeded together, so thank you. This is a great honor, and I'm very thankful to be a part of it. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Faith Skaggs. First, I would like to thank a few of the most amazing teachers I've ever had. To my 2nd grade teacher, Mr. Smith, thank you for believing in me and my aspirations at such a young age. You made 2nd grade a year to remember, and that will let me always remember you. Secondly, thank you to Coach Ray. You and your weightlifting program was truly my favorite part of high school, and I will never forget the amazing memories that I made in the weight room. Next, I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you both for always believing in me and for pushing me to do my best and for showing me that hard work does pay off. You also taught me how to have fun at the same time while also working hard, so thank you so much for that. Thank you all for everything that you have done, and you have made me the person that I am today, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Louise Turner, and I'd like to thank Angie McAfee, Jason Freeman, and my parents, Dennis and Tina Turner. In the middle of my sophomore winter percussion season, we got a new instructor, Angie McAfee, who brought new challenges and energy to our program. My passion for percussion grew stronger as I was being challenged and encouraged. I not only see Andrew as an instructor, but I see him as a friend and a role model. I remember telling Andrew that I was in way over my head to do a Division I marimba solo this year, but he never gave up on me. Rather, he encouraged me to try my best and continue to push myself. After receiving a gold rating at solo and ensemble, I was very shocked, but Andrew was not. This is just one example when even I did not believe in myself, he always believed in me. The second teacher I invited to the banquet is Mr. Freeman. I met Mr. Freeman in 7th grade beginning band class, and I was one of the few students in my grade to continue band throughout all of middle school and high school. Band is the one thing I stuck with throughout all of my time at Mooresville, and it is the only activity that prompted me to learn leadership and dedication. Being in Mr. Freeman's marching band taught me a lot, not just about music, but also about life. Band taught me dedication, good time management, how to be humble, and how to be a leader. I learned that I did not have to be drum major, president, or section leader to be a leader. I'd like to thank Mr. Freeman for being my band director and life coach for 6 years. I wish I would have appreciated the little time I had with you because those 6 years blew by so quick. My musical growth came from Andrew and Mr. Freeman setting what I thought were unachievable goals at the time, but looking back now, it only took hard work, motivation, discipline, and a passion for music to reach their expectations. And I would like to thank Andrew McAfee and Mr. Freeman for never giving up on me, for always pushing me to be better, and for inspiring me to continue music into college and the rest of my life. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents. I do not know any other parents who are as supportive as mine. My parents have been to every band competition and awards banquet. Additionally, my mom volunteered as a uniform mom for over 5 years. My dad volunteered as a pit dad to repair instrument carts and drive the trucks to competitions. Having my parents at every event is something that I appreciate a lot, and I will be able to look back at my memories from MHS and know I had the most supportive parents and the most influential instructors.
Hi there, I'm Sydney. I am planning on attending Butler University this fall, studying creative media production. I was recently accepted into their honors program, and now on to my first guest, my mother, Melissa. Love her, she birthed me, she nurtured me, she got me to the point where I am today. Honestly, no one else better besides my mom. Second up is Kelly, who is my godmother. I've known Kelly for many years. We share a lot of traits that we didn't get genetically, which is super fun. Love her to pieces. Moving on, Jill Jenkins, my first grade teacher. She really harnessed a lot of my energy into something that I could control and kind of manifest into putting forth more effort into my schoolwork. Without her, wouldn't be here today. And my last guest is Miss Alicia Lewis. She's my golf coach. She has been there through a lot of my worst times, honestly. She got me into golf in 8th grade, never played before. Love her to pieces, she looks really cute in polos, and she gives great motivational speeches. That's all of my guests, but I do want to say a big thank you to so many other people, but especially this little group here. They have impacted me more than anyone else, honestly. I would say that without a doubt, I would not be here without this little group of people. And I'm really sad that we couldn't all be there together, but I have created a nice little atmosphere to make it feel like we're all together.
Hello, I'm Franklin Zook, and I'm honored to be here today with my fellow top 20 classmates and just wanted to congratulate them for all their hard work. I want to talk about my 2 teachers I invited to the banquet. I want to thank my first grade teacher, Miss Roberson, for teaching me all the way back at the beginning that learning can be fun. I remember reading in the corner and answering your personal cell phone, which is probably the last time a teacher trusted me. I also want to thank Miss Vaughn for showing me this year how patient and understanding teachers are. You taught me how hard teaching was when the students were very spiteful and loud in very adverse situations. I want to thank my dad for teaching me real life skills outside of the school. I want to thank my fellow classmates for helping me out along the way, whether it was school-related or not. I want to thank not just these people, but all the staff, students, and members of my church for supporting me along the way. I want to thank God for blessing my life and making my elementary and high school career a successful and fun run, even though it ended in a very odd way. I hope every student here uses what they learned these past years to grow and prosper in their future plans of life.
In closing, I want to say thank you to this amazing group of individuals who you just heard give their speeches honoring their parents, their families, and their teachers. Congratulations to them on their outstanding honors. I also want to thank some other individuals. I want to thank our Central Office Administration, starting with our Superintendent, Mr. Taylor, our Assistant Superintendents, Dr. Allen and Mrs. Fry, as well as everyone else in the Central Office. Additionally, I would like to thank the school board for their continued support of our school, our academic programs, and this Top 20 program. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Upton and Mrs. Owens for their outstanding work here at Mooresville High School, as well as all the other school administrators in the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation. Additionally, I want to thank Mrs. Smith, who's done so much work to organize this event and put things together. Additionally, our counselors who have worked hard with these students throughout the years. Lastly, I would like to thank all of our office staff and all of our school staff that's been a part of the education of these children and for all the things that they have done. Thank you for watching, and make it a great day, or not. The choice is yours.